right, we here. Yo, chill. Now, but yeah, we're back. Day 6. This is day 6 of me trying to become a profitable day trader. Yeah, it's market just opened right now. Market just opened. It's already 9:30, 9:32. So we're gonna wait for price to close on this candle, but as you guys can see, price is already price already touched key level. We already marked out our kilos. We actually woke up early today. Hey, waking up earlier is better. I get to wash my hair, I get to brush my teeth, but our key levels would be this Asian session high, this Asian session low, this London session high, and this London session low. I already scaled down to the 1 hour. I didn't find no fair value gaps, and I already scaled to the 4 hour, and there wasn't no fair value gaps either. But so we're just gonna go based off the key levels, the ones that we have here as of right now. Market is looking. Let me see. Market is looking like it's coming down. It might retest and go back up to hit these kilos up here, right? But we don't know yet, because that's why we gotta look at the confluences and see what market wants to do. So right now we're just gonna be patient. Like I said, we're not gonna go based off any pre-market data. We already learned off of that. So we're just gonna let market do whatever it wants to do, and we'll be patient with it, so we can look for a good entry and hopefully make some money today. Obviously it's fake money, but hey, I'm trying to become profitable. Once I start seeing profitability, then I'll start inputting my real money, and then that's when the fun starts. But as of right now, this is the hardest part that we're trying to get through. It's just the reps, getting the reps in, and see results. We just gotta see results and hope for the best. It's about to close actually. It's about to close in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Boom! It closed. So it closed above London session highs. So as we can say that price already hit a key level. So right now we're just gonna wait. Let's actually go to the S&P and mark out our key levels. I forgot to mark them out on the S&P. So let's do that real quick. Okay. So we have this Asian session high on the S&P right here. Asian session high. We go to red. Let's go to the 30-minute actually. Asian session high. And the Asian session low's already marked out, but let's just mark it out again just to have confirmation right here. And then we're on the 8 on the London session. We have London session high right here. No, London session low. Let's get rid of this from yesterday. Let's put this blue. And let's put London session. I believe it's this one right here. Let's go to the 30-minute to the 5-minute just to make sure. Yep, it's that one right there. Okay, cool. So we have an Asian session high. These are the key levels from yesterday. We can actually get rid of we'll just leave it there actually. We don't really care. We don't really mind. Or yeah, let's just take them off actually. We'll leave those. Okay, so we have Asian session high, Asian session low, London session high, London session low. So here, let's look. We can possibly look for an S&P divergence. As we can see here, prices hit key levels right here. Boom, hit the London session high, and hit the London session high here as well. Let's see this. Oh shit, boys, we finally found our first SMT. Look, I this one I actually understand. So boom. Look. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, cool. Look, we see this. So it looks like market wants to go down, as we can see on the S&P. We can see that one of them made a lower high, a higher low. No. So here S&P is going like this down, right? And over here, the Nasdaq is indicating that I just know that one of them made a lower high and one of them made a higher high. I need to get better at this, but this is a sign that price can possibly go down, maybe, or might want to go up. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the market wants to go down based off the S&P. We're still gonna be on the lookout for confirmation confluences as well, like the break of structure or an inverse fair value gap. But as of right now, this is the confirmation confluence that we see as of right now. Right now, I'm just gonna be patiently waiting on data that happens after market opening. So I'm just going based off this data. I mean, it's early, como quiera. It's 9:45 barely. Once it hits like 9:50, 10, then that's when we gotta start looking for everything, you know. But obviously, it's good to be on the lookout right now. You never know what market can do, you know. But price levels got hit already, so that's the first step for price. I mean, key levels got hit, so that's the first step for key levels to get hit. And the London session high, it already hit the London session high. I want to say that we are in an uptrend. As we can see here, this was the most recent high, broke structure to the upside. So we're in an uptrend right now. But like I said, we're not gonna go based off this pre-market data. So we're just gonna go based off aftermarket data, like I said. But right now it's looking bullish for sure. I can't even ask AI real quick what it wants to do, you know. Damn, bro, market is pushing up crazy. Look at this on the S&P. It's going crazy. It's going crazy. Alright, let's see what it says. It says from the chart you uploaded, blah blah blah. It says current market context, momentum, strong bullish candles forming right after a demand zone bounce. Support zones 21,843, resistance zones 21,935. Where market wants to go, it's a bullish bias as of right now. 21,935. As long as price holds above 21,843. So as long as it holds above the London session highs, that means we're in a bullish. I mean, like I said, I'm not going based off AI either. I'm just going based off my analysis, but AI gives me like a extra analysis, you know. But I'm going based off my confluences at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong. So it says bullish bias towards 21,935, which would be this key level from last week. God damn, that's last week, bro. Fuck it. So targets can be up here. These two could be possible targets. And then it says if it rejects strongly from expect a retracement back to 21,843 or lower, which would be it can possibly go below the London session high, and we can switch trends to the downside. Rejection candles or wicks at 21.35, possible pullback. Let me know, whatever. Okay, cool. Bullish continuation candles above 21,890, which would be right here, literally right here. All right, so that's why we got to be patient with the market. So it's from what AI is saying is that it can potentially hit targets over here, but we can get retested and pull back down, you know. So we just got to be patiently waiting. It's already 9:52, you know. So looking for a trade right now wouldn't be bad, but we don't really see enough data, you know. So right here on the S&P, it looks like it's really bullish. On the Nasdaq as well, you know, it's lagging a little bit on the Nasdaq, but I don't want to rush anything. I don't know whether market wants to really go up or if it can literally switch trends at any moment and come to the downside, potentially hitting these key levels over here for profit. For right now, we're just gonna be chilling, wait to see what market wants to do. It's gonna speak to me at some point, you know. So after that, after it speaks to me, we'll start looking for confirmation, continuations, and possibly look for a trade, you know. Trying to make some money today, boys. There was a candle closure already. So this is the most recent high. Most recent high would be this one. If we can get a break of structure to the upside, then we can look for fair value gaps, order block, breaker block, or equilibrium for continuation, and then we'll scale down to the 1 minute and look for a break of structure or inverse fair value gap for confirmation, and then we'll enter the trade. But again, the most recent low is this one over here. For price to switch trends, I would have to close all the way down here, you know. But what are the odds of that? We would like to see another blue candlestick closure so we can get a low, and then possibly go based off that low and see if market switches to the downside. But at least we got a high, a high after market already. That's the most recent high. Most recent high on the S&P's over here. Cool. If we see a break of structure to the upside over here, then we can potentially be hitting these targets over here on top. Okay, guys. So looks like market's moving now. This most recent low would be this one right here. As soon as market open, most recent high would be this on this one right here. So like I said, if we get a break of structure to the upside, then we can look for continuation, and then look for 1 minute confirmation, and then enter the trade, you know. So looks like market might close above the most recent high, which is a good confirmation sign, and then we'll just look for continuation, which could possibly be this right here. This is the equilibrium. If we can see a breakout, then we can definitely enter the trade. Well, I would like to see this candlestick close first and then see what's up. But as you guys can see, this is the most recent low with the most recent high. Equilibrium. Boom. It's going to break out of the box. We can even look for the breaker block / order block, which would be, as you guys can see, look, it got, oh no, hold up. Well, first we got to see if it closes above the most recent high. We'll wait for that. 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds. It might not even close above, honestly. You never know. Nope. You see? It didn't. You see why we gotta be on point, boys? Because it didn't even close above. Which is why we're still being patient with the market. Over here, it did close above on the S&P. Don't get me wrong, look. So now, that gives us a bullish order here on the S&P. But right now, we're mainly focused on the NASDAQ right now. Might even close on this candlestick to the upside, you know. There's a new low, actually. New low. Right here. Alright, cool. New low. And this is the most recent high, most recent low. Cool. So we're going to have to wait out these 3 minutes and a half that are left for us to see what market, if market's going to pull back or if it's going to continue to the upside. Hopefully we get a break of structure to the upside here on this candlestick to look for a trade. Honestly, I want to look for a trade already. Not that I'm trying to rush, but you know, the earlier the better. Looks like it broke out of the order / breaker block, and then if we scale down to the 1 minute, looks like we got a break of structure to the upside. So we can possibly enter trade here on the S&P. I think, yeah, to the upside. Maybe hit these levels over here. I'm not sure. Should I be trading this right now? I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait on the NASDAQ. But look, we hit all the confluences on the S&P, as you guys can see. So it broke structure to the upside on the 5 minute. We see a order block / breaker block got filled. Boom, it broke out of it. and then we scaled down to 1 minute and we saw a breakup structure to the upside. So it hit all the confluences for us to enter a trade. But I haven't really traded the S&P yet. So I'm just gonna be waiting on the NASDAQ to do something before we try to do anything. But it looks like it might be able to hit, like, since it hit all these confluences, maybe the NASDAQ is on the same, might be towards the same path, going towards the same path. But I just want to see this candle closure. I want to see this candle closure above this most recent high so that we can confirm and then look for continuation. Let's get ready for the continuation. So we broke structure here on this one, but we don't really see. We can actually go based off most recent low with the most recent high. We might see a fair value gap here actually. Right there. Hopefully it just closes above this. I'm sure it's gonna close. So confirmation already got hit, and then we just need continuation, which is this fair value gap right here. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a pullback so it can hit the fair value gap and then break out, and then we'll scale down to a 1 minute, look for confirmation, and boom, we enter the trade on the NASDAQ. And then hopefully we can try to hit these key levels from yesterday, which would 21,959 and 22,002. But main profit target would be 21,959, which is the London session high from yesterday. Okay, we got breakup structure. We have the fair value gap here. We see fair value gap. So now 1 minute confirmation. Wait for 1 minute confirmation, which would be this right here. I don't want to rush the trade, but I feel like this has to be the play, boys. I think this is the play. Might be the play. All right, let's go.
Order filled.
Cool, we're in. All right, so we're in a long position right now. Long. We entered at 21,922. We went long. Damn. Oh, we entered over here. I hope I didn't rush it, bro. I might have rushed it. I'm not sure. It's because... Fuck. Did I rush it? It's because we didn't see no pullback. I think I should have waited, boys. Fuck it, we're already in. Our stop loss would be here on this. What's this candle? What's this? We might have rushed it. Fuck. Because there's no way we're going to lose more, bro, than... We'll be losing 980. Fuck. Am I up? Bro, I'm already down hella. It's crazy. Yeah, I fucking rushed it, I think. I might have rushed it. Maybe. I might have rushed it. If I can possibly leave the trade, fuck. I might just... Yeah, I might... Bro, I fucked up. Fuck. Hopefully we can get back to break even so we can sell.
Order filled.
Yeah, I didn't like that position. Okay. Alright, so I ended up selling at break even because I didn't really like the trade. I didn't like it. We haven't even retested the fair value gap. I'm sure it's because I'm not sure if continuation is, if it's just a fair value gap, which we see right here, but I'm sure we have to see it get tested, no? Yeah, I'm sure we have to see it get a low pullback, get hit, and then a low breakout, and then that's when we can take the trade. Because for all I know, this fair value gap can get disrespected, and then boom, we're in a downtrend, you know? So, yeah. Good thing I ended up selling the trade, as you guys can see. $10 profit. Boom, we're up. We're up in the day. Nah, but that doesn't count. I didn't like that. I didn't like the trade I took there. Especially because we didn't. If I wanted to enter the trade, I want to enter down here. I entered it was too high. It was too high. I want to enter down here to get a better position, and then boom, take profit possibly here or here. But we need to pull back a little bit. For all I know, market can literally switch trends. Boom, push all the way down. So once we see the fair value gap get tested, or not tested, but once it gets hit, we need a little pullback and then a breakout, and then boom, we'll scale down to a 1 minute, look for break of structure / an inverse fair value gap, and then we'll enter the trade for sure. I was literally down like $250 and then boom, broke even real quick. Crazy. Over here, it broke out already. It broke out on the S&P. It broke out. I think the trade might have been over here on the S&P. I literally even called it, bro. Not crazy that is. I called it here. I was like, should we take the trade here? Hit all the confluences, and price target would be over here. I mean, yeah. Looks like market might want to pull back a little bit. So we have an order block here, order block / breaker block, the green one right here, and then we have the fair value gap, the purple one right here. So if we can see these get touched or filled by with these pullbacks and then break out, boom, we'll look for the 1 minute break of structure or inverse fair value gap, and then we'll take the trade to the upside. Hopefully we get to test or hit this level, passing these levels over here, the key levels from yesterday, which like 22.002 or 21.959. But over here it was saying if it rejects strongly from 21.935, 21.959, which would be these two, 21.935. If it rejects it, then we could possibly see a retracement back to 21.843, which would be the London session high from today and lower, which is why I didn't really like my initial trade, which is why I got out of it, because we can literally pull back and retrace all the way back down. That's literally what market did like a few days ago. So, and then it retraced back up like crazy. It literally went boom, boom, boom. Crazy. But yeah, so we'll see right now. We'll just be patient with the market like I said. And then hopefully we can find the trade today and make some money. Guys, if I'm being honest, I don't think we're going to find the trade today. I feel like I was too dependent on the NASDAQ. I was too focused on NASDAQ instead of looking on the S&P. For example, I feel like this was the play on the S&P. Remember how we said, literally, I had said that the S&P literally hit every single confluence, as in it hit the break of structure right here, plus it broke out of the order / breaker block, and when we scaled down to the 1 minute, it broke structure to the upside. So if I'm being honest, this should have been the trade of the day. I think this should have been the trade of the day. For all I know, price can literally go all the way down, but I'm not finding no entry here on the NASDAQ. Like I said, I'm not trying to, unless we get a pullback. We can still get a pullback here into the order block / breaker block and into the fair value gap, and then break out, and then I can enter a trade. But as of right now, it's not looking too good. Market's looking kind of choppy. I don't really know what it wants to do. We had also said that they can retest, it can retrace and pull back below these levels and come all the way down into here. But I just want to see if price can come down into these confluences right here, for me to see what market really wants to do. I got too focused on the NASDAQ. I feel like I'm like, oh, let's just trade NASDAQ, but I forgot that you can also trade the S&P, you know. The S&P is also like, I mean, it's obviously higher risk, higher reward, because like I said, it's $50 per point, and over here on the NASDAQ, it's $20 per point. So I was too mainly focused on like, nah, I don't really want to lose much. Obviously, it's fake money, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem, but still, like, we're trying to make money every day, you get me? So I feel like here we would have taken profits here already. We would have made like $1,000 already. And I had literally also said, bro, this hit every single confluence. It hit it broke structure on the 5 minute. It filled the order / breaker block, and then it broke out. And then when I scaled down to the 1 minute, as you guys can see here, it literally broke structure to the upside on this candlestick right here when it broke out. Boom, that should have been the trade. I know this should have been the trade. I know for a fact this should have been the trade. I just got too focused on the Nasdaq instead of also looking at the S&P. I don't know. For all I know, I can still look for a trade, but I just know for a fact this should have been the play. But we're just gonna be chilling for right now. Maybe we can find the play over here if it does retrace. But I'll keep you guys updated. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Why do I have my shirt off? I don't know. But the fair value gap just got hit. It just got hit. Okay, back to what I was saying. I'll say that the fair value gap got filled here on this candlestick right here. It's a wick. You see the wick right there? Boom. It got filled, bro. Finally, it got filled. I'm not sure if it got filled. Nah, it didn't get filled here. But it got filled right here. We're just waiting to see. It might get disrespected, and then we're in a downtrend. You get me? But we have to see a break of structure right here on this candlestick. If we see a break of structure right here to the upside, we'll take the trade long, obviously, right here at this price, and we'll target 2002. We'll have to see a break of structure here on this candlestick. But for all I know, price can literally just reverse, break the fair value gap, and boom. We're in the downtrend now. Most recent highs right here now. Most recent highs right here now. That's the most recent high right there on the 1 minute. I ended up entering here at the price of 21,915 here on Trade of 8. No, 21,895. I got a better position. 21,895. 895? Yeah, right here. Way better position. So now stop loss is crazy good. And we could take profit all the way over here at, oh no, at 21,935. We'll take profit at 21,935. 21,935. We ended up getting a better position. We got lucky, honestly, because my orders got, when I was trying to put a stop loss and a take profit, my orders kept getting filled for some reason. Like it was selling my contract, but I just can't figure out why I can't edit my positions. Like I can't take, like, bro, I was literally doing it yesterday. All of a sudden it's just canceling my shit, but I have one contract running right now. And I said that I was gonna cash out at 21,935. Once we're around that area, we're out. We're up 660 though. 650. 655, 650. But look, my total P&Ls will not, I don't understand why. We're gonna see right now. I think when they closed my contracts, the other one, when I was trying to edit, I lost money, but those don't count though. I'm not gonna count them. I don't know what was going on with my, something was going on with my Trade of 8. It doesn't let me edit my positions or whatever. It told my other positions automatically when I was trying to set a stop loss and a take profit. But so we ended up getting into the market again at this price, 21,895. I set my stop loss at the same stop loss, right below the fair value gap. And then our take profit is same targets over here, 21,959. But I'm just gonna have to monitor on my own since Trade of 8 is acting up on me. It doesn't let it, like, literally I can't find my position here, bro. I was just waiting for the fucking fair value gap to get filled, bro. I was literally just waiting for that. But for all I know, I can get stopped out real quick. Like don't get me wrong. This is why I wish I had a take profit and stop loss, because I have to be like here. You get me? I have to be here. I can't walk away, go make some food real quick. Like, I literally have to be here. I mean, I can literally check on my phone too. Don't get me wrong. So it looks like we're about to hit our take profit, boys. At 950, I said 21,950 was gonna be my take profit. Looks like we're about to hit it. The only thing I hate about having to do this manually is that I'm like glued to the screen. Like I'm just like glued to it. I need to be monitoring price like at every single moment. And in the other case is that when I have a take profit and a stop loss, I don't really have to be too glued to my screen, you know. I can probably chill and then just check if it got filled, or maybe just look at the chart, like just keep an eye on the chart, see if it's how it's moving. Honestly, if it goes back to 45, I'm out, bro. I'm out at 45. What does price want to do? I know price has to fucking skyrocket, bro. But I'm just gonna secure it at 945. Come on, bro. Just get to 945, secure the dub. Because 5 points is $100, bro. Push.
Order filled.
Let's go, baby. Dub. Fucking dub. Y'all saw that? Dub for the day again, bro. Back-to-back days. That's crazy. Oh my god. I made 797. Oh, you guys can't even see. My bad. 700. Whoa. It's because, look, let's go to our cash history. Well, I know it takes a while since we just cashed, but damn, 797. I actually should have made. Yeah, this is what I should have made originally. 797. Yeah, you're right. Damn, 8 back-to-back days though. That's not bad though. $800, and then I made like 1,100 yesterday. I know 1,000 yesterday. That's like 1,800. So look, let's analyze real quick. This fair value gap. We saw this fair value gap on the 5-minute. I was too iffy about taking the trade in the first place because price never came back into the fair value gap. Like the fair value gap never got filled. That's what I'm trying to say. So then I was just monitoring. I was like, damn, price is kind of choppy. Don't tell me, like I thought I was just gonna break out, and it didn't make sense to me because it never came and filled the fair value gap. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait. Maybe it fills it. It finally filled it with this wick. That's a good. I mean, I don't want to say that's a good draw. Nah, I don't know if that would be a good draw. I don't know if I don't know if that would be a draw on liquidity. I'm not really sure about that, but I saw that it got filled, and I scaled down to the 1 minute because break of structure happened right here. It finally filled the fair value gap, so then we scaled down to the 1 minute, and it broke structure on the 1 minute. I was waiting for a break of structure on the 1 minute on this candle right here. And no. What candle was I waiting on? No, not there. It was on this candlestick, right? On this one. So then I saw that it broke structure right here on this one, and boom, we took the trade. All my confluences got hit, and we took a dub today. That's crazy. $800. I mean, it's demo, but hey, if we're getting dubs every day, we're doing something right. Overall analysis, we took the dub today. Back-to-back days. I need a fixed trade of 8, and yeah, that was it for this session. But yeah, guys, anyways, thank you guys for watching. We took a dub, back-to-back days. Crazy. Never thought I would be trading and making $800. I mean, it's fake money, but imagine when it's real money. That would be crazy. Today was day 6. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we get another dub tomorrow. And yeah, peace.